And maybe I shouldn't say this because I know it's a terrible cliche, but it's true. I find it easier using my hands, but you may use whatever implements you prefer.
Hey gang, happy Sunday. Waylon Wolf / Wiki, thank you very much, my dear, for claiming your daily sausage roll. I'm just listening to myself at the minute because I am not just checking my mic's working, but there we go. Hi Way, hi Wiki. How are you doing, lovey? Hi Woody. Welcome in. Happy Sunday, everybody. Hope everybody's weekends have gone good, are going good, are good. Oh, I'm a little bit anxiety about pressing the go live button there, but there we go. We have Blahaj here, just to give me a little hug. We are playing City Skylines 1 today. We're playing it with Anarchy, so feel free to cause chaos. And we're also going to play it as a single tile challenge where all we have is this area here which we'll build upon. But yeah, that's what we're going to do. So you might want to let me build some stuff first before you destroy it or whatever. But how is everybody doing? How's everybody doing? I'm a bit tired after streaming on a Saturday as well yesterday, but it was fun building Lego Mario, which I can show off. Here we go, with Lego Mario in his go-kart. Oh, it's heavy, guys. That was what we did yesterday. Hi Annie, good morning. How are you, my love? Big fan. I've got a little blue shell too. Just a little. He was lurking and watching between your matches and like, oh, cute. Love that. But yes, we are playing the one tile challenge in City Skylines 1 today. But yeah, you're okay, very lazy day. Love to see it. It was quite an evening last night. So, what roads do we have when we start off in this game? We have these birdie bobs. I've installed some mods as well, so hopefully I will have a little bit more fun building something that looks a little bit nicer in inverted commas. Gotta be careful in this game that we don't build too much, because the roads actually cost quite a bit of money. We can actually, can we hide that? Yes, there we go. But yeah, so should we put in some houses so that folks can then destroy them? Because again, we're doing a single tie challenge, so we need to make sure we optimize our space, which probably means it's going to be grids. So we'll very quickly just put in some gradiness. Who's that from? Where's that come? Annie, thank you for the random monument. Is this the Annie Crevice space elevator? We're going to turn it off because it's expensive. But there we go. Annie Crevice is Annie Crevice. What should we call it? What should we call it, Annie? Annie Crevice. Katy Perry distribution system. Here we go. And it is blocked right in the middle of my thing, which is kind of unhelpful. It costs a lot of money to move. We're going to have to go with it being there. So let's build our roads around this. I'm going to have to demolish some roads that I've just built. I am using Anarchy, so it's coming out a little bit weird. There we go. You've made my grid walls interesting to begin with, haven't you? Again, we're going to stop there for a second, and then we're going to get this 2-lane road connected into there. And then we can unpause the game. We can worry about water. That's what we need to do as well. How much are these? That. We will put a little water tower in. And we will put in the poop pipe over here. Where's the exit? Oh, the extent of the city. There, we need some water pipes, water. And we get them underneath the roady bits. Give the Annie Crevice space out of the Katy Perry distribution system some stuff. Then we need to worry about power. Just about afford it, which is good. Where is it getting the most in the water? Let's put that there. Then we need power lines, which I don't have enough money for. Lol. Let us let us demolish these bits of road. How much is that going to cost? Not that much. So maybe we can do it nicer. Like that. It's all our money gone. But there we go.
Entertaining gentlemen callers in the whorish fashion. And now I have nuts to attend to.
Hi Kitty, thank you for claiming your daily sausage rolls. Please enjoy one on both hands in the whorish fashion.
A rapturous riot of flavour, succulent filling, creamy sauce, all wrapped up in the flakiest of flaky pastries in one or both hands.
Going with the classic sausage roll. Please enjoy it with one or both hands, my love.
And maybe I shouldn't say this because I know it's a terrible cliche, but it's true. I find it easier using my hands, but you may use whatever implements you prefer.
Thank you, Shay, for claiming your daily sausage roll. Please enjoy it with one or both hands, or an implement, in fact. You got a uni offer. Let's go, Slay. Let's go. Not in front of your salad. Are you using an implement there? Are you, my love? Hey Margot, welcome in. Hope you're doing okay. Hope your weekend has gone well.
Entertaining gentlemen callers in the whorish fashion. And now I have nuts to attend to.
Thank you for claiming your daily sausage roll, Margot. Please enjoy one or both hands in the whorish fashion, in fact. We are playing, guys. We're playing City Skylines 1 again with crowd control, but we're doing a little single tile challenge, so this is the area that I'm going to build in. Quite frankly, it makes it easier to hit it with some disasters, but you might want to wait for me just to build a little bit of city first. Ooh, who's done this? Shay, thank you for the Eden project. I'm going to turn it off because it's expensive. The shady place garden. There you go. For people to be shady. Thank you for the money, Shay. Is there anything I need to build? There is not. We can turn these down. In order to try and make stuff a bit cheaper. But if we get people in here and building, then we will be doing well. And now they're moaning that they don't have enough poop. Thank you. It's got no power, that'd be why. That'd be why, guys, because I've not given it any power, so we'll use Shay's money to actually give the poop some power. Kitty? Kitty, what did I just say? Thank you for the meteors, kitty. Where's the other one gone? Did it go under the water? I think it's under the water. I can't put any districts in yet at the minute, but we will get there, and I will try to remember to put some districts in so we can name your craters, kitty. It's sad you didn't get the offers from the place you wanted, though, kitty. But in my experience, it doesn't really matter. Because you will have a great time regardless. But I hope you're still waiting on the one from you want. The other one hit the water? Yeah. Ooh, I think this is the weird tidal effect. Oh, there we go. That's what happened. You hit here. And it's gone splosh. It's created a funny little tidal wave, which is nice. Lovely. We need some industry. So can we build some industrial? You're trying to build underground and you're trying to build underwater apparently. So let us come out here. If you get your first choice, you get gay housing and excellent. So are you waiting on that one then? Is that what we're doing? You're waiting on them to get back to you. Yeah, okay. Oof. Yeah, fingers crossed, kitty. We need more money. Just making sure all these are all turned off. They are. What is the milestone that we need to get to? It is 440. So power is an issue. Once we get enough people in and get enough taxes coming and stuff, we will be doing better. And I'm trying to decide that if anybody does do a big massive meteor, whether I'm going to just try and flatten it out. But we'll have to see how we get on. Remember guys, if you do want to request any songs, just use !SR with the song name and the artist, and Spotify will find the wrong song for you. We're in a profit, yay! I'm putting this over here. I don't want to put that over there because that requires electricity. What we can do is we can put in some stuff there because then they'll be powered. And what I'm actually starting to do is try and build all this stuff separately from each other. So if anybody does meteorite my city, then meteor strike my city, then hopefully we will have enough other city to cope. Let's go up to 75. There we go. You happy yet? Have a kitty cat trying to get in the door even though it's not actually closed. Yeah, it's Willow, she's lying on the floor attacking the door. Right, so we do need more power, so that's going to have to go up to 100. Yeah, she likes to lie on the door and attack it with her legs. Lie on the floor and attack the door. And if it's got a dream catcher attached to it, a wind chimey thing, and she likes to make it clink and make noise. And now she's yowling. Did I? Nope, I didn't. I did turn it off. It's just got issues. Cool. What's Kitty requesting? It worked anyway. Oh, you're out of the rain because there aren't any pipes. That's what's going on. I was a little bit confused. Speed the game up just so we can get through this painful little starting stage a little faster. Yay, little hamlet. We now need to put in some garbage, some schools and a medical clinic so we can slow the game down again as it has done. We put in a medical clinic. And we will put in how much are these? What's more important? Let's put the garbage in first because that that's going to become more important. People complain about. Uh-oh, SpaghettiOs. What you doing, kitty? Ah, thank you for the biddies. I'm glad you're doing nothing. I'm very glad you're doing nothing, kitty. Kitty, that's not nothing. Poor Shay, the shady place has disappeared. Rest in peace, shady place. And we've lost one of our... And I can't repair the roads. And now we're losing money. Poor shady place, kitty. So mean. some more zoning on this edgy bit. Because that's all got water. Oh, thank you for the money, kitty. Kinda like you again. I'll let you off. Should we repair the roads that Kitty destroyed with her money? Here we go. Thank you for the money, Kitty. Thank you for the 40,000. 50,000. Thank you. Oh. Oh. Thanks, Kitty. Thank you. Yeah, I haven't got that yet, so we're gonna have to go around, apparently. Kitty, what are we gonna do with you? And everything is on fire. Thanks, Kitty. And I don't have any fire service, so... How big is that compared to the rest of the area? I think once we get into... once the city might look like Swiss cheese, we might have to start flattening some of these. Like I might have flattened this little part here, just so we can have a proper grid again. But, everything's on fire, Kitty. These people are running for their lives. Raymond Jones, he's running for his life. He's just going home. Come on. It wasn't you. It was you, Kitty. I can see. I can see it was you. It was not Annie. Annie gave us a space elevator. Annie gave us the Annie Crevice Katy Perry distribution system. That was not you. Oh, it was not Annie. That was you. I saw it. We are making money now, though. So that's nice. Did we lose something? Yes, we lost the medical clinic, which we can't then rebuild at the minute, so that has to go. We have to build another one. But we can build a school as well. We can build a school funded by the Rapping Cat. So these people will be able to get better. Then we will bring this road out like this. Let's try and build redundancy into our What game do you think, or do I think that you've played for longer, Crew 2 or Schedule 1? You obviously play the Crew. I've seen you play it a little bit. But I would imagine you're asking because you've played a lot of Schedule 1 recently. Or Schedule 1, or Schedule 1, or whatever it's called. So I will go with Schedule 1. You got it on Tuesday. So that's a week. You've had almost a week to play on it. If you played every single day, hour of the day, then you could have amassed several hours. Hi, Wells. Hello, Willow. Hey, Wells. Hey, Willow. Willow is a noisy kitty. There is Cat. She is a drama queen, Margot. She's going, that one breakfast was not enough breakfasts. Please give me another breakfast. You may have played schedule 1 for 10 hours on Tuesday. You got it midday. So, are you saying you've played the crew most? Is this what you're telling me, kitty? These houses are still on fire. They won't rebuild until we have disaster. Schedule 1 is 20 hours. So 19 hours on crew 2 isn't very long. I thought it was going to be higher. I thought you were going to have played it a lot. Where's Willow? What's she up to? She's rubbing her head on the wall. She's going to sit on the radiator a bit and listen to the birds outside. So apparently we don't have enough power again. Played Stardew for 260 hours. That's quite long. That is like over 10 days. Who have you married, kitty? How close to this next milestone are we? We need 900, we got 764 at the minute. Hopefully once things have stopped burning down, people might want to come and live here. And you're going to leave that empty. Let's zip this game on a little faster. How come you're not building on there? There we go. Worthy village, there we go. What do we get? We get districts now, so I can name kiddies things. Got policies, loans, district specialisms, we can have forestry, and more power usage and stuff, and police stations and fire stations. Excellent. So we come here. I was just going to put in a little road somewhere like there, so that we could put in a little bit more commercial on that. Then we need to put in a fire department, which will obviously help with all this fire that we're having. Because of definitely not Kitty. And we can't afford that, so we will wait for that. Right, get a little bit more money, 600 more quid. It wasn't Annie. You can't go blaming Annie for your meteors, because this district here is going around this particular meteorite strike tells me that the rapping cat did this. Yeah, Annie is innocent in this particular case. She's not very innocent in other aspects, as much as we love her. No, I think there was another one here somewhere, so we'll go plop. Okay, we'll call this one Fuck Sorry. Kitty's little, not Kitty's hole, that's what she's. There we go. See, you already had an impact already, Kitty, literally. Several impacts. There we have a gift for money in order to do a police station. Apparently the coverage means that it kind of needs to go there. Still don't have landscaping stuff. Annoyingly. Don't have highways yet. Yeah, you gave me 50k, you did. You gave me 50k and then you blew up part of my city. Kitty give us, kitty take us away. And now we're running out of power again. They are power hungry. Gonna have to boost this up. Only just making enough power. There we go. Can't really build much more until we get a little bit more money. So we will do the zip along again. Get this number to go upwards. Have you lost your wallet? You found a black leather wallet. Send to a PM to get it back. Yes, I have your wallet. Yeah, so we're struggling for power again. So come on, we need to get to 6k. Ideally to 12k, but just need to kind of creep up on it, I think. There we go, so we can put in another wind turbine, but I'm going to move these around a bit. in the interest of making sure that we can't be taken out completely with a meteor to our power area. Tiny town. There we go. We got landscaping now, and parks, and banning pets apparently, which is I do not agree with, and smoking ban, which I do agree with. And then we have more big roads. We have canals, and quays, and fences, and all these parks, car parks as well. High school, public library. So we need to build a high school. And freshwater outlets and stuff. So, back down to being slow, which is good. High school, we can just afford a high school, so we will pop in one. Oh no, she's not. Hi, Tara. What am I not, Tara? Or what is Kitty not, in fact, possibly? What you talking about, Tara? Explain yourself, my dear. Ruh-roh. Ruh-roh. I did not notice this fire. Guys? Firefighters? Uh-oh, the fire station doesn't have any electricity. That'd be why. Oop. Oh no, she's hot. Okay. Okay, I can't read, Kitty. Stop shaming me. I'm completely illiterate. There we go, that's where all the fire engines went. Because there wasn't any electricity at the fire station. They're all sat in the dark going, I have no idea what's going on. There may be fires, but I can't see them because it's dark. There we go. It's funny how well the fire service work when they work properly. Oop. Nothing to see here. Everything is fine. Everything is awesome. Part of a team. Everything is cool when you're part of the team. Except for that bit. Paying no attention to this particular fire. Woody? Why is there a tornado, Woody? Woody? Woody. Is it a shy? It's a shy tornado. It doesn't want to come into the city. No, don't go near the tornado. Drive. It's so shy. It doesn't want to come in. Oh, it does. Oop. Where are you going now? Woody, where's it going? You gonna stop? No, you're not. Lightning. No. Stay. 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 Thank you, Woody. Thank you for that tornado. This lovely little wibbly path. Ooh, can't do it outside the city. Whipple. Woody's tornado trail. We're struggling for power again. Ew. We need a better power plant. Let us zip along again, try and get more people to pay some taxes. He damaged a few highways. He damaged the highway a little bit. Okay, the issues are here. Come on, we need 6k. Ideally we need 12k, because they produce like twice as much. But really, does that necessarily make much sense? Just take up less space, don't they? There we go. We can pop in a wind turbine up here somewhere. We pop it on the edge. Preferably somewhere with decent wind. Like that. I think you're thinking of SimCity there. Because they definitely had one in SimCity. Well, it's going swimmingly so far. Do we have access to taxes? We do. Do dee doo dee doo. Do dee doo dee doo. Do dee doo dee doo. That was a good. I think I think Godzilla one is on. Maybe. I feel like it's definitely a SimCity with. Which one? I played SimCity 3000. I'm trying to remember if that one had the most. I'm trying to remember if that one had a Godzilla everything in it. How are we doing for stuff? We don't have enough elementary, apparently. Healthcare is perfect. Fire doesn't really have very good coverage. Police is fine. Garbage is just getting used up. Again, we're struggling with power. Let us put in a... I can't even unlock it yet. No, we've not even unlocked it. We need 500 more people. So I guess it's another wind turbine. It's a little painful. How much is another school? 10. Just need more people paying taxes. There you go. SimCity 5 had a disaster called Big Lizard and a zombie attack. Yeah, like I've played SimCity 4, so it does ring a bell, but I didn't play it very much. So I have definitely seen it, I just don't remember it. Let's go up to about here, and then we can fill all that in with residential. I need to connect up to this highway again, so that we can have multiple connections into this housing area. Ladies news, Lady Tessier Ashpool starts construction of a space station. Interesting. Probably using Annie Gravis's Katy Perry distribution system. So that is that. And then we've got another one there. Another one there. Another one there. And we will now I have TMP installed. I'm trying to figure out where I would get to it. I don't have it installed. I don't have it installed. I thought I had TMP installed. Oh well. TMP, but I don't. I think I do have it installed. Maybe it's not activated. Oh well. It doesn't really matter. But yeah, we have a few little mods installed this time around, like anarchy and stuff, just to make life a bit easier and make, hopefully, like, city look a little bit nicer. Once we get into building out. We're going to struggling for power again, aren't we? Yeah. It's so tricky without being able to have access to proper power plants. Woody, thank you. That's exactly what I needed. Big, disgusting, power plant. But we will make good use of this. Thank you, Woody. Just can't connect it up. Come on, game. Speed along, thank you. Come on. Come on. No, that's the wrong way. Right. Turn it off for a second. Woody's. It's oil, isn't it? Oily plant. Boomtown, let's go. Recycling and intersections. So we got highways now, yes. We got a great asset in the workshop of this game. It looks like Betty 2 Power Station. Oh, we should have I've seen that one too. I like that. I obviously don't have it installed because I have hardly anything installed. But we have the turbines now, which is good because I always use them. Bus depots, cemetery, elder care stuff. Disaster response unit, we definitely need one of them. Medical helicopter depot, lovely. So let's connect up Woody's power plant. And we can then turn it back on again. Have a look to see how much power we are now producing. Only just enough. That's crazy. Nope, there we go. Perfect. I was going to say, only just enough. Crazy. Let's put this back down to 100. Let's check this. Put our pipes in. Lovely, a little bit of redundancy is what we like to see. Okay, somebody meteors this area. Nope, one little square is not enough. I need to have another elementary school, so we will pop another one in. And then we should probably look at parks and get in some parks. Which does mean destroying a little few houses if I want to put them in here, which I do. Of course you don't have power because you haven't all the way on your own, but that's fine because it will jump eventually. So we're going well so far. Nothing too deadly has hit us, except maybe this. How is our water stuff? We've not got enough water. So we'll put in one of these thingy bobbers. now that we have a little bit of money and power going everywhere. Yeah, you're perfect. Perfect. Why are you so upset about water? Oh, they were struggling with water, I just didn't notice apparently. Apparently, I did not notice what issues they were having. Silly game. Something keeps flashing up on my screen and it just keeps distracting me. Healthcare's good. Fire coverage is rubbish, but we know that. I'm gonna put in a road towards our water plant. Lovely waterfront properties, perhaps. Hopefully nobody sends a tsunami. I like having a little bit of money to play with, that's nice. Game is much easier when you have a bit of money. What's the next milestone? It is 5,000 and we get more roads with trees. I lovely. And some specialisms and stuff. Lots of roads with trees on. Police headquarters. Oil plant. We already got one. Thank you, Woody. Morning boy. Yeah, boy. We need to build a disaster response unit for 15, so we need to save up 15. Let's get this set up for water. And then we can put in some more commercial on there. Oh, it's the chart at the top of my chat window, that's what is catching my eye. worked it out. I did. I worked it out. Yeah, and we can... I love having Annie on in this game. That was such a clever thing for me to have installed. Trying to work out how long this needs to be. That doesn't look right. So we will demolish these bits as well. There we go. And then we will do... Go. Here we go. Oh, 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 oh. I might do this where we just take off a little bit of this top edge. On here, so we have a little bit of zoning on the top of the crater that we can build on. So we're not erasing Kitty's crater, we're just modifying it. We shouldn't need any of that anymore. Luckily it's jumping there, so phew. might actually put in this back in here like this. There's a little bit of redundancy that way too. We are going well. How's power? Power is perfect because of Woody's power station. Getting close to needing some more poop. So we will put another little one in. Now, one thing I want to work towards is getting ships and boats, because I fear that if we end up with something that destroys our highway connection, we will be screwed. So we need to get to 36,000 population for a start, which is there, obviously. I can't remember where things are in this game. So we need to get 36,000 population, and then we need to build a harbour and get a route in to try and get people in via the sea. Because I'm worried that if we end up with a meteor that hits either of these things, connections, we won't be able to connect out. Or will we with Anarchy? No, we can't use Anarchy to connect outside the city. How strange. You do not need a traffic light. Boop. And you have to stop. You can have a traffic light. You don't need a traffic light. You just need a stop light. You don't need a traffic light. You just need a stop light. Stop. 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 There is just small roads that we got with trees. Or is that, no, that's the next. That was the next milestone, wasn't it? Got a tree in the middle of the road. This is clearly what you get when you use anarchy. Nobody wants to build in my hole. Nobody wants to build in my hole. It's very windy outside. I'm going to sneak in an extra little pipe across there in case we lost this connection. But I think we have enough money for our disaster response. Building like I'm in cities too. Lots of roads, lots of connections. Hopefully to stop it being screwed over by any disasters. Why does nobody want to build in the hole? Nobody wants to build in my hole. You'd fill that hole with water. Well, you have one way of filling it with water. We could fill this one over here. We could, and I think generally when I've done that, we need a little canal out there, so I don't have to keep turning the thing on and off. Should we do that, Woody? Whilst I'm waiting for kind of like the next milestone. Just have to remember where the water lane thingy bobs are. It's in here. There. I forget where the canals are hidden. Could we do this with terrain? Can we do this as a terrain thing rather than using a canal? Do I have the skill? Level terrain would be the correct thing to click on. It does work better in this one. I think part of the issue with the new one is they changed so much that it kind of, there's so much they had to fix. They've created a whole lot of issues for themselves. This soil availability thing is hilarious to me. You like how you can pump out bloody water pump? Yes. Agreed. There we have the outlet, so we can pop that in. Which way around are you trying to go? You're trying to go that way, so we need to do this. And you want some power, so you can just jump the power across there for the minute. There we go, Woody. Kitty's hole is getting all damp. I need to keep an eye on that just to make sure I've not done anything wrong. Alright, so let us try and get a load of houses on there. They can act like our power lines. And then we can delete that out. Why does nobody want to build in my hole? Where is the land value thing? Yeah. Build in my hole! It's very rude. Exactly. Exactly. Ooh. Sad oohs. Right. Build in my hole, fill my hole, come on. There we go. That's what we like to see. People fill in my hole. So many trees on the roads. I can't, there's no brush tools, I can't delete them quickly. It's another thing I need to get installed, probably, is a mod with actual decorating tools on it, because I got prop and tree anarchy, but I'm not entirely sure what's going on with that. I can't be bothered deleting those trees. Does this work in this game? No. There you go. Little houses in my hole. I've definitely got a city. You've got like 3 distinct areas. Which is not necessarily what I was going for. So the river is actually coming into Kitty's hole. Which is not quite what I intended, but we'll go with it. We will go with it. I presume we need another school or something. Not yet. We will do. High school is looking full, so that will probably need another one. Pretty well, aren't we? We're going pretty well. What would we say? How full is that? Like a third full? It's obviously not all filled up, but I'm having an issue with the garbage. We have 0 processing because we don't presumably have it unlocked. No, 8,000 population. So we're about halfway there. We probably need more garbage trucks. So let's pop in another lovely landfill. And talking about redundancy, we probably want to get a little bit of redundancy off of that bridge. We'll just give them a different way to get to work. A bit of new water. Mimicking the road system so that we kind of know where all the pipes are, and then we, if anything blows up, we will know how to fix it. And these little space elevators looking very nice in the city skyline. What's your issue? Not enough educated workers. You're saying we need to go to university at some point? Again, we need 8,000 people. Power is all jumping across now, isn't it? It is, so we don't really need these. And we can put in a extra little frontage road. And just fill in any of these little gaps. Is everything filled in down here? No. I'm gonna do the same as I did on the other side on Kitty's hole, which is go from there to there and just flatten that ridge out. So we can build on the top. I want to put in a thing I've never put in properly in cities. One, which is a multi-story car park. Because I love them in cities too. I think me and Woody were discussing them the other day. I always develop car parks in cities one. Love it. Visitors. Do you visit a car park? I expect we do. It's going swimmingly. I'm wondering whether this needs to kind of come off into this woodly direction. Or we could just have another bridge over this way. Could even potentially build another highway intersection. With a road to connect them. I'm going to try and do that because I haven't tried building an intersection since I put this mod on for Anarchy. which makes trees stay on roads. But I have highways, which is good. We should be able to build something nice. Because we're not bound by what the game tells us to do. I did that, and I was contemplating whether I actually wanted to build a trumpet, so I'm actually going to delete that. We'll build a classic trumpet, shall we? A trumpet. It's odd that you don't get a bi-directional doofy-doofer. So that's that, and then using my excellent road building skills, we will set up our trumpet. Which needs to come down. Like so. It's not the most sensible thing. Like that. Go up, little thingy bobber. So I'm going to move this road over here anyway, because that then comes down and turns into our 2-lane, but then we get our little roads that we did before without doing them as straights. Busy town, what have we got? It is all that stuff I wanted. All those tree roads. Then the police headquarters, pumping service, which is good, hospital, which is good. Woody, thank you for the big emote. What's going on here, game? Game doesn't like this. It says, "Shy, what you doing?" That's how you press it in this game. Dancing. It is. This is where the new game is good. I think they obviously wanted to change the road stuff to be worked differently. And they had to do a load of other stuff to get it working. need to go back into the view, please. Is it possible to sort any of this out? No, that doesn't do anything, but there we go. Pull these nodes apart a bit, like that. And there we go. We're now breaking it again. I want to get that closer in there, like that, and then we get the angle, and then we can pull that way, pull that way, can extend it this way a bit. Is this how this is working, is it? This is a bit odd to be using after using the one in Cities 2. But that is how I want that to look. So we will move that node closer. We'll pull this out until it does that. Pull that way. Yay, this is looking nice. Trees in the way. So I'm expecting to grab a little mini node and it's not. Lovely jubbly. This is actually going swimmingly. I feel like I kind of like this tool a little bit nicer. A little bit more than the other one. That needs to come down a touch. Yay, trumpet. A classic trumpet. I want to stop them from turning right, but I cannot. But the point of this was so that we could put in a road along here. Curve it into that. Have I done something with the props? But it somehow turned the anarchy on. I don't understand. I'm sure I wasn't getting this many trees before. Maybe I'm just in a tree area. Yeah, I knew it was anarchy. I felt like when I was putting these roads on before, I wasn't getting it as much, but it's because there aren't any trees in this particular area. Whereas this is the wooded area. That's what's going on. That's why I'm getting confused. How does this work in terms of grabbing multiple? Shift and click. Yes, shift and click. I just wanted to raise this up a little bit. Control A turns it off. It does, thank you everybody. So we'll turn it off a minute. Thank you, me lovey. Very helpful. And then we're going to put this into here. Wait, I thought I had it off and we're still getting trees. It says prop and tree anni is on. Shift and P. Off. So let's see if that does it now. Well, we have no anni on. There we go. I think it was tree and prop anni being on for some reason. So I'm just going to demolish this. Sorry, folks. I don't even know what tree and prop anni does, or how to turn it on and off. But I kind of just installed lots of prop anni in order to yeah, we're looking at this lovely little trumpet interchange type thing. But now we know what's happening, what's occurring. Literally haven't built anything recently other than my junction. Zone a bunch of this up. How are the schools looking? Perfect. Still want a university, but that is 8,000. What do skull and crossbones icons mean again? Probably something bad. Where's the skull and crossbones? There. A dead person is waiting for transport. Well spotted. Well spotted. I had completely forgotten that that was a thing. centre in. Is that what this is? Medical clinic. Make people actually not be poorly. That was quite a good placement on my part. Where are we up to? That side is almost completely filled. Okay. Finish this little bit here and then we can move into this area. And to keep this a little ways away from the highway. Let's put that road in there like that. What do I want to do? Let's put these roads in. We've got loads of money, just noticed. We're doing very well this time. Hateful. Right, so I don't want to get too close to this. So we're going to go to there. Like that. And then, should we just do this? Yeah, we'll do that. See, now we need anarchy, so press Control and A. I'll turn it off again because we don't need it. There we go, we'll get into doing that now, shall we? Pressing Control A. What is magic keybind? I feel like I'm slumping. In my chair. I'm going to sneak in another elementary school over here. Because I think we will need one at some point. So we might as well plan ahead. I'm going to take the residential off of this road, commercial on it. People just love visiting the car park. I'm wondering whether this needs to be connected across, because I feel like if anybody coming this way it would then be able to get across there, and I don't really want that. I want them to come down to here and then come into here. Have we got anything that can boost our city a bit more? Other than plonking more parks and stuff in. A nice botanical garden could be fun. Find a nice place for it. I'm going to put it there. And I'm going to put in a road that goes out to it. Like that. And then upgrade. Just have little trees and just make it look like a little boulevard. In cities too, I'm very, like, it makes me want to go down and look at stuff, whereas this game's not necessarily making me want to get in and detail and stuff. It feels a lot more like SimCity in that respect. I don't feel like I want to go down and detail anything. Which is intriguing to me. I'm going to delete this road. Am I going to delete this road? I was going to say I'm going to delete this road and draw it actually on the edge of the map, but what do I do parallel with that? Because obviously we've built this off at a weird angle. I'm going to do it parallel with the edge of the map because it's going to look ugly to me otherwise. So it's going to have a little bit of oddness, but it is okay. I presume we don't need these anymore. I'm going to pause a sec and we're going to redraw this, but parallel with that road now. There we go. Killian, hello. No chill. What do you mean, no chill? Just raving. Hi, how you doing? We are chilling at the minute. City's going pretty well at the minute. Whoop, cards come in, so I apologise. But that's twitching it. Killian, why have you set the disaster response building on fire? Fire brigade, here he comes. Come on, fire brigade, get in here. Phew. Whew. It's just a little scorched. That was a close one. Should we just check our fire coverage? Probably get a big fire station in at some point. Excuse me? Excuse? Excuse me? Good thing the disaster response people were not burnt down. Welcome back, anybody who adds. Kenyon, thank you for the little hole in my city and burning things down. What a lovely present. What a lovely present that was. Just, you love to see things burn, don't you, my dear? A hot hole, a toasty hole, a whole burning hole. Let's do a little bit of terrain work here, shall we? Make a cliff, flatten this out. Disrespect some terrain. And there's little Kitty's little hole from the beginning. The beginning of stream. Where are we up to? 2 hours of stream. How are you doing, Killian? How are you doing? Hope your weekend has gone good or is going good. Yeah, Chicky monkey. You just get up, feeling good. Lovely, love that. I've had a lovely weekend, thank you. Mostly been streaming. Made some Lego yesterday. And we're just building a city today, so I've just been chilling. Yeah, it is obviously the bank holiday in the UK, so we get to have the extra day. So tomorrow will be my adventure day, but maybe this afternoon I'll go do some errands. But other than that, we've just been having a lovely time. Obviously won't work because I'm using playing cities 1, but I just wanted to get in these 2 points like that, so that I can try and build towards them with this road, like that. And then we will demolish this. And get rid of demolish. Got the. What I really want is the tool from Cities 2 with the smart curve, but we can do that manually-ish. It's not entirely what I meant to do, but that'll do. I'm learning this thing where we do that. And I've forgotten how to do it now. We need to turn that on, don't we? Like that. Excellent. And then control to turn it off. And then we come in here with this junction tool, where you can say these are the stop ones. That's fine. That's a stop. That's a stop. That's a stop. Now needs to be traffic lights. If the goal of this game was to have lots of holes and I'd be winning, yes, I would be winning. I feel like we could have more holes. We've been very low on holes today, which is nice because it's let me build my city. But I don't mind having holes in the city because it gives opportunities, doesn't it? So is this evaporating faster than it can fill, or is it just not outputting anything now? Yeah, because we don't have spare water. So we need to get another little water pump in. And again, I'm going to put this here in order to break up our city a little bit, so we're not, if we get blown up here, we don't lose all of our water supply.
Geologists predict that a sinkhole could strike at any minute. Residents should take precautionary
Boozo, thank you for the little hole. Thank you for the little hole, Boozo. Hope you're doing well. Put a little Boozo's little hole. Boozo's little hole. So cute and demure. Should we call it a little? I'm going to call it a demure little hole. Cute and demure little hole. There we go.
A rapturous riot of flavour, succulent filling, creamy sauce. All wrapped up in the flakiest of flaky pastries in one or both hands.
Happy Sunday to you too, Bozo. Thank you for claiming your daily sausage roll. Please enjoy it with one or both hands. You got the classic Nigella. Classic Nigella today. Classic Nigella. We need to put in some water pipes, guys. That we do. You know what they should do? They should just put these into the road so you don't have to do this. I can do this all the way along there, so hopefully we can jump the power along. Speaking of power, oop, we are almost out of it. Woody's oil plant is no longer providing everything. Boozo, what did you do that for? Thank you, Boozo. Thank you for the hole. Wait a minute. Did you... You hit the fire station and now buildings are on fire. And the fire station was here. And the fire station was there and you destroyed the fire station. I'm going to build a new, bigger fire station. That's what I'm going to do, just to spite you. The irony. I promise I'm not completely trashing your little hole. But there we go, the firefighters can come out and sort that out. What I also think we should do is build a secondary disaster response unit somewhere on this side of the city. just in cases. Because if y'all are going to start disastering again, I'm concerned that the city might suffer. So that was going to be enough space. It was not. Was it hilarious? Was it though? It was a good shot. I'm not sure if it was hilarious. I got too much on. But there we go. I think the fires are all out now. Got a few little buildings that require... Oh, don't require anything. They've all been checked. Excellent. But we have a massive demand suddenly for residential. People saw that as that meteor went, this is the place to live. So we do need to build into this area, I think. And we are gonna put in a road coming off of here. Kind of to... Shall I just connect it and see what happens? I'm going to connect it and see what happens. Nice little bridge over Kitty's canal. And we are gonna put in some parallel roads to this, so that we can get some homes put in. Demolish that, so we can put in this grid properly. We'd have to have proper canals with narrowboats. Me too. Me too, Woody. That would be cute, especially in my other city. I'm so hoping that once we eventually get this DLC, that we actually have like proper. I want ferries. I want to be able to put routes in. I want to make them go down my canals. Trying to get this road to go around the power plant. Anarchy, please. Stop snapping. Why are you snapping? It would go very nicely with a tsunami. Not that we have any tsunamis. This is the map that the lovely Lima Lou was playing when their city was destroyed by tsunamis. Because, you know, I'm a glutton for punishment. Putting a bunch of connections in. presume we don't need this in anymore either. I can't wait for the new edition. I hope they announce something soon, because I'm getting a bit worried that they're not announcing stuff because they're not going to release it. Yeah, power was jumping all the way around there. I might also put a little connection across here for the future, because we only have one connection looking at it, so I'm going to put another one in here as well. Just so there's a bit of redundancy in the city. People keep moaning at them, so they keep quiet now. Yeah, but they need to build the hype up and stuff. I think obviously the issue is if they're just going to come out and go, here are 4 palm trees again. People go, oh, thanks for 4 palm trees. Whatever they say, I do know everyone sucks off. Yeah, but they need to be brave. It's what happens when you run a game company. You have to put up with gamers. And demolish these lovely commercial properties that served us well at the beginning. Are we still getting... Why is there water here? It is this. See, I knew this was going to happen. Kitty, your thing is flooding. Which is my fault. But why is it leaking? Why is your hole leaking, kitty? There's no pleasing city scans. We really want the moon on a stick. I'd like the moon on a stick. That would be lovely. Can we get the pumping service that we were discussing to fix my issues for me? I don't really want to put infrastructure right next to the highway because it will get destroyed. How far away from these are we? Again, it's 8,000. Before we can do that, we are filling up our landfills. We only need 400 more people. Yeah, there is no pleasing city skylines, people. But they gotta try. Let's close that. Let's get on here. Still on that tool. Junctions. That's a stop. There's also a stop. That's a thingy bobby. Those are stops. That one's fine. That's not that. That's a stop. That's not that. That's a stop. That doesn't need to have anything. They don't need to have anything. Bozo's mini meteor. That was the stop. That was a stop. news is that people are still coming down here, which is what I wanted. I didn't want them all kind of cutting through as they would do in Cities 2. Because they say they fixed something in Cities 2 with lane, with route mapping and stuff. I think it's worse. But again, Cities people, never happy. In Brooklyn. And put in this here. Does that change? Yes, it does. I'm trying to see if it changed once it was open. Please go away. And you can get the power to jump to there. We won't need those power lines anymore. Lots of lovely pipes to carry our water around. Make sure nobody's left out of the rain. Where's our power going? Yeah, we just need a little bit more, please. When do we get... Ooh, it's so close. So close. When do we get high density? Yes, it is the next one. Because then we can start densifying. We're going to build into Bozo's meteor. Crevice. Fill Bozo's hole a little bit. There we go, perfect. Big town. And we get metro and a load of stuff and high density, which is what we want. And the incineration plant, which is perfect. You can charge people to come into the city, universities, all the metro stuff. I love the Chirper balloon tours. And the disaster response airbase. Excellent, 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 excellent. So I might just dezone some of this and put it as high density. So sorry folks who started building your houses here. some high density commercial into. I don't think you've seen the chirper balloon toss. I don't know if it's new, because it's new to me, because this is like the first time I've ever played. Well, not this. This is not the first time I've ever played Ziggy's one, as you know. But I only started playing recently. But that was have a nosy. Which way is it? This balloon tossy bit, which we will pop in somewhere. Let's try and get it on this road there. So we have a little chirper balloon that goes on a little tour of the city. And don't bang my bobber, but I'm gonna go survey all the new little buildings we're putting in. And it's annoying that you can't follow the balloon. I want to be able to follow the balloon. They're going to go have a look at the soggy little damp hole. Kitty's little damp hole. He's cute. And they're going back again. How are we filling up this now? Yeah, so we're almost zoned or gridded up the entire square. Demand has disappeared, which is a little unfortunate. Shall we get a university in if we can afford one? That's almost all of our money, but it's fine. And perfect in this grid. So we will pop this somewhere, obviously. Let's put it that way around. So we've got a nice view of the water. And hopefully that's going to encourage people in. We'll come to our parks again. And try popping in these parky bits. Just to make people a little bit happy. There was one that was smaller. Is it that one? I'm getting some high rises in. Need power to the park and the university, so we will zone up. Well, I'll drop it interchange, is working well. I'm gonna go nip to the music, but I will be back. I'm back. Shark's back too. You can see the little balloon going around the city, which is cute. I feel like I'm off to the side a lot. So, what shall we do now, folks? Just have a look at the traffic, shall we? Busy on this junction here. Presumably that's people going to work. It's just a very busy junction. People filtering this way. Which is fine, it's all flowing, 92%, which is lovely. Obviously not a very big city. What y'all doing? I'm doing Uis. Anywhere else that's busy because people will be doing Uis there too. Yeah, I think that's all fine. What was power? Did we sort power? No, power is on the bubble, isn't it? We need to sort power. So we can't get a hydro plant, not that we would want to. We need 22,000 to get a solar plant. 22,000 population, which is not going to happen anytime soon. But we can stick in some of these and maybe take out the older ones. Because if we put 2 in, they should be getting 20, so maybe we need to be looking around for a better area. Nope, there's always 15, 16s in the river. That's okay then. But what we can do then is we stick one more in down here. We can demolish these ones. Just be able to put in a bit more zoning in here. Just get these folks to try and build their buildings again. Not houses, they're shops, but you don't get asymmetrics in Cities 1 without some kind of mod, do you? I love the little balloon tours. Adds so much little life to the scene. Just really simply. Please. We will. Oh, we've got offices we could put in as well. I haven't actually put any offices in yet. we doing, chat? How are you doing? Have we got the power jumping down there now? We have. Just need to... Yeah. Power keep dropping a little bit, yeah. Thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Let's jump in there now so we can get rid of that. Thank you so much for telling me that keybind, Woody. Let's go boop, and then we get anni key, and then we turn it off again. Awesome. I feel so smart, even though I didn't work it out. Use it all the time. Crazy junction. Why not? Why not a funny little triangle? You can leave them alone. I'm just going to zone these like this. Did we need to put in an incinerator? We did. Just gonna get us some power. I'm going to put that over here in the corner in the hope that that's a hard place for somebody to hit with the meteor. Yeah, we're having trouble with the garbage. I'm wondering whether it would be better to have the power jump across there. I can delete all this. I want that to be flat on the ground, so we'll use our anni key doofer. Do that. Okie dokie, how is this looking? That's a bit far away, that's a bit far away. Goggles are good. Death care. 0 crematoriums. So we need to get the crematorium at some point. It's 18,000 population here, crematorium. That's crazy. Our truck's using this as a cut through. Here's what we might do. Is actually use a district as a proper thing. Nope, that's not how you do it. The Hamilton district is in heavy traffic ban area. My mic. Sorry. I've got a few little offices. They haven't got power though because it's not jumping yet. And we don't have enough. The reason for moving all those power cables was so that we could come into here. How is tree anarchy on again? I didn't press anything. Prop anarchy. Rude. Look, stupid. Yeah, look, looks stupid, folks? Why does it look stupid? I don't think. Lots of redundancy. How are we for water anyway? Sewage treatment is a little bit of an issue. $18,000 for one of them. So it's just sticking another outlet. And these tall buildings going in. Everybody is happy in my city. Are you unhappy? It's not got enough people. I'm gonna sneak a little extra bridge in here, a little local bridge. And an extra connection. No trucks sneaking through here anymore, I don't think. We're just driving to the shop. That will be like that, that'll be like that. Honestly, I play Cities 1 far more like SimCity. By the looks of things. Just kind of just the zoning stuff, not getting into the detaily bits. What I was spending my time doing on Cities 2. Which is just very interesting. But I feel like this is possibly it for today, guys. We've done very well. I'm going to save the game because I actually saved it. So, one tile, TC, Stream City, catchy title. But we are going to go find somebody to raid into. And snooze that advert. I'm going to see if there's anybody's in City Skylines to raid into. No. Cities 2. Not really. I think I'm done, Woody. Just a short stream today. I think we'll go meet a new friend. Go meet a new friend. Say hello to Rossgriff, who's playing The Sims, but they appear to be another little cozy streamer. So we're going to say hi to them. Please copy a raid message if you'd like to come. And we'll go check them out and meet a new friend. But thank you everybody who was here today. Thank you, Woody, for being here. Thank you for your help figuring out how to use Anni as well, my dear. That's very lovely of you. Thank you for everybody who checked some disasters at the city. That was very nice of you. But I will be back on Friday. And we'll play some more Cities 2 and hopefully we'll hear about the DLC. But yeah. I love you all. Bye bye.